everybody. Over the course of the last month and through registration, we had some common themed questions come forward to me. So we decided we'd make a short FAQ video just for anybody who's maybe thinking the same questions. It's a little bit tricky to answer. The long and the short is that no, we don't want to hover and we don't want to take all the enjoyment out of the sport. That's not what we're here for. However, we've put a significant amount of work into making rules, regulations, and protocols that are going to help keep everybody safe in both our curling community, the wider Camrose community, and further to the sport of curling as a whole. We all have a community responsibility to ensure that that happens this year. So while we won't be hovering over and nitpicking over mistakes, what we will be doing is trying to help you learn, trying to help all of our curlers learn how to best play the sport in the safest way. For anybody who is curious about what the league monitors are going to be up to this year, it's going to be their job to simply keep an eye out on the curling ice during league play and ensure that the majority of the rules are being followed the majority of the time. We're not going to be here to come out and yell at you if you make a mistake, but if we notice patterns, that's the point when somebody will come out and just gently remind you that you're making a mistake that could have consequences for your own health and safety or the health and safety of others. Absolutely. Most of our leagues, and I've even added the option to the Thursday Open League, have the option to start curling after Christmas. If you want to wait and see how things are going to play out, if you want to make sure that curling is a safe sport, if you want to come and check it out before Christmas, please feel free and come in, check it out, ask questions, come to a drop-in league, see how we're running things, and if you're feeling good about it, come join us after Christmas. We heard you. Absolutely. We're going to have the lounge open. This was a really significant thing that we heard in the survey and that I've heard from several members, that the socialization aspect before and after the game means a great deal to you, and I understand because it does to me as well. So we will have the lounge open. It is going to look a little bit different, so we would ask that when you first get here and when you're coming to look around and see things during our launch week, that you pay attention to all posted signage and make sure that you're following all the rules, just so that we're keeping in accordance with all Alberta Health Services guidelines. Yes and no. We would ask that you wear your mask at all times when you're in the lobby and lounge area, with the exception of when you're actually sitting at a table having your drink. Essentially, we would ask that you wear your mask all the way up until you get onto your curling sheet, and once you're out on your curling sheet and can be assured of your physical distance from others, you can then remove your mask. It will be a choice for some people to want to wear their masks while they curl. We won't enforce that. We're not asking you to wear your mask while you're curling, but you can if you prefer. Absolutely. We're not here to steal your money. If something happens and we can't go forward, we will prorate everything for the games that you have played, and we'll return any money for any games you haven't played. Please come out and learn a new style of curling. I can speak from experience that these new styles are fun. I have a particular love of the sport of doubles. If you want to learn doubles and you have no idea what you're doing, please come out and try it. And for those of you who think that it looks really hard on TV, trust me, it's not that hard, and it can be played in a more user-friendly way. As for Sterling, we have quite a group of people who've got together and learned to enjoy the sport of Sterling. I myself don't have a lot of experience with it, but they are more than willing to help out and to teach lessons if this is something you'd like to try out. Yes, as long as our capacity limit is not reached. All spectators will be expected to sign a COVID-19 declaration of compliance and waiver, as well as do a daily self-check. They'll need to be in the building by no later than 7:30, as the doors will be locked after that, unless they've made prior arrangements with myself or someone else to let them in and get them the paperwork signed after 7:30. We will be keeping with all of Alberta Health Services guidelines for capacity limits, so it might look different between league play and events as to our capacity limits. So just if you're signing up for events or league, stay tuned for what those capacity limits will be. At least once per league. I'm hoping for more than that, and I plan on more than that. But there will be posted cleaning logs that everybody in the public will have access to look at.